It really is, and we're going to have a few examples of prop bets here in the NFL. Before we talk about Monday night's game, though, Brett, we have to talk about this coronavirus shakeup of games that has caused 8 teams' schedules to be adjusted, all in the AFC.
Yeah, I think this is a problem because we've really only had one team have to postpone a game so far, and what happens if another team has to do this? What happens? We already have the Green Bay Packers have now used their bye week. What happens if something affects them and they don't have a bye week to move stuff to? So this is going to be problematic. This is not like baseball where if you really, really had to, you could play 8 games in 7 days.
Yeah, you can't really do double headers in the NFL.
No, you're not. Let's play two doesn't work here.
I think that at some point, if this trend with the NFL continues of more coronavirus cases creeping up, which I fully expect to happen unless the NFL and the NFL Players Association really buckle down, take this seriously, and get the players and staff on board. But I think it's going to get to a point that there may need to be forfeitures of games, depending on how many players are out, because, like you said, the Steelers have already used their bye week. Who's to say if that happens down the line, what that's going to mean for them, and how long can you really stretch out this season to try to give every team their full 16 games?
Yeah, it's it's gonna get tight down at the end of the season, Higgins. This is just not gonna be an easy solution, and there's going to be issues and people are going to be upset, and it's probably going to affect fantasy leagues. It's going to affect gambling. So there's going to be a lot of outcomes, but the NFL money train, it keeps rolling. So I guess the owners are happy.
And then we have the case of the Patriots, Brett, who were supposed to play the Titans on Sunday. That game ended up getting bumped to Tuesday, and then on Sunday there was a positive test for the Patriots, and that game instead gets pushed to next Sunday. So the amount of reshuffling that's going on to try to make these games happen, at what point do you say enough is enough?
I know, it's crazy. Like, we're, we're still not even sure if Cam's going to play, right? Or Corey Davis or Adam Humphries. Like, there's so many people that we're unsure about, and it affects so many different things. But I would just recommend betting, on Sunday morning when you have the most information. It's good to maybe start handicapping some things earlier in the week if you want, but I would not place anything till everything's set and you have all the information, because you could wake up Sunday morning and another positive test.
Yes, and especially with me on the West Coast, where some of those games are starting at 10, it gives you a hard window to place your bets on Sunday. So I've been placing mine on Saturday nights, but I've been waking up even and seeing a bunch of news on Sundays that has me just throwing my hands up in the air, wanting to tear my hair out in a sense.
We-
Let's get into this Monday game, though, I think.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Chargers versus the Saints. Now, Drew Brees was drafted by the Chargers. And the first line in the preview article that I read about this game was that Justin Herbert was 6 years old when Drew Brees played his final game for the Chargers for what they thought was a career ending shoulder injury. He ended up going to the Saints, and he's played for 15 years and had a Hall of Fame career in New Orleans since then. Where are you sitting with this game with the hot new phenom of Justin Herbert taking that starting role versus Drew Brees, who has shown some struggles in his 19th season?
Honestly, Higgins, I'm not really sure where I feel on this game, or what I feel on this game. But Michael Thomas being suspended or whatever, being held out, I don't even know if I fully buy that. I'm sure he's not 100% healthy, so it's easy to say, hey, we're holding you out because you did something bad in practice. Like, if he was healthy and could help the team, I don't think you're holding him out.
I agree. I
That's just
agree.
my opinion, but I do like some player props on this one, Higgins. I do like some player props. We discussed props earlier on Beginners Boulevard. I'm going to be on two Justin Herbert player props in this one. Over 261 and a half passing yards and over 14 and a half rushing yards. He's proved he can move a little bit, and he's proved he can move the ball down the field, so he doesn't even really need to put it in the end zone. I just need him to move it between the 20s a bunch.
And I also have two prop bets as well. I like Alvin Kamara in this game, and he's been on my fantasy team. He's been an all-star performer for that Saints offense, especially with Michael Thomas out, both in running the ball and receiving. So I'm taking the over on both his receiving and rushing yards. If you look at how he has done so far this year, the over-under for his receiving yards is 52 and a half. He would have broken that so far in two of his three games, and one of those games he was a yard and a half shy, so he would have been really close to being 3-1 at hitting that over. And then when you're talking about rushing, the over under for rushing 71 and a half, and he would have broken that in two of his as well. So I think the line is pretty fair. It's at minus 115 right now, but I think Alvin Kamara has to have another big game due to the fact that Michael Thomas is going to be out, due to the fact that the Saints are going to be playing in Monday Night Football at home. This game was potentially going to get moved because of the hurricane. It doesn't look like that's going to need to happen. I think Alvin Kamara has to come up big here, so I'm going with his props.
All right, I like that. And do you have a feel on the game? I do not. I could see New Orleans winning this one. I could see them losing. I don't really have a good read on it.
Now, I like the Saints -7 here. I think this is going to be where Drew Brees gets a little bit more back on track and helps build. I was really hoping that Michael Thomas was going to be a part of this team, or a part of this game, but it does not look like that's going to be the case. So I'm going to stick with the Saints -7 and just hope that the New Orleans defense is able to pick up the slack and help be the difference maker in this.
Well, I could live with the New Orleans defense getting tight in the red zone, but I need them to allow Justin Herbert to cook a little bit here, Higgins. But there is
Yes.
a game on Tuesday night. We mentioned COVID affecting a lot of schedule changes. Well, the Tennessee Titans finally take the field on Tuesday night versus Buffalo Bills. The Bills are currently 3.5 point favorites on the spread. Higgins, do you have any sense of where you're going in this one?
My money would say Bills. I don't think Ryan Tannehill can compete against that Buffalo secondary. I think Josh Allen's been playing pretty well, and I think it's going to come down to whether they can stop Derrick Henry or not. Now, that is a big task. Derrick Henry can control a game all on his own. He can get 50 carries and he can run for 200 yards if he so chooses on any given night. But I think the Bills' secondary should be the difference maker in this. And if they can get one key turnover potentially, I think that might be what seals a victory for the Bills. Maybe even covers their -3.5. I'm not going to sit anywhere on this game right now. I think I'm going to wait to see how our Monday prop bets and my Saints -7 bet go, and maybe see if I take some of the winnings from that on to Tuesday.
Okay, yeah, I'm staying away from this one as a whole. I'll probably watch it because Tuesday football, what a treat. But I am staying away. I have no idea what the Titans are gonna look like. Are they gonna be rusty? Are they gonna be well rested and healthier than some teams that have played the first 4 weeks of the season? We'll see what happens. I think Derrick Henry is going to be tough to bring down, to your point. I don't think that'll change due to the COVID break or not, but I'm just staying away from this one. I really have no feel of what to expect from the Tennessee Titans.
Now, first impression on this over-under at 52, it seems a little high to me. The Titans who can run out the clock like they do, 52 seems a little high, but you never know if the Bills score quick and they force Tannehill to have to go to the air instead of giving it to Henry. It could be a shoot 'em game that goes over 52, but my gut would be saying under, and as you know, I'm not an under better.
Yeah. Are you feeling okay?
I think I'm feeling okay.